attachments?
No.
Okay, if you download them and you print them off, you'll be hitting that. Okay. I know Nicole was our highest selling Ashley was our highest seller last month. She was a brand new consultant, and she did like 1,900, but she printed all that off, and she was like, checklist, making sure that she did it. It kind of keeps you on track, because if it's like the written word, the printed word, you're more or less going to follow it instead of be like, yeah, I'll get back to that email. That's why on that Get Off to a Great Start email, I print this, open and read, and then it says print these out, big letters or whatever, but go back, print it out, use it, it's going to help you. New consultants have 90 days. They get 90 days to get $100 Pamper Chef dollars. For every $12.50 they sell, they get $100 in Pamper Chef dollars. Their first 30 days, it's doubled for the first $12.50. Okay, so instead of doing $12.50 and getting $100, they'll get $200, and then $100 for every $12.50 they do after that. Okay. This special is you sign people up this month, they will get an extra 100, or they'll get an extra 30 days. So that's 120 days to get Pamper Chef dollars. Trust me, last year I signed 2 people up, and this is the way I did Melissa Anderson and Gladys Dickinson. When I signed them up on the very last day of the month, because I said, now are you going to have shows? Are you gonna be at it and have shows in December so you can get a paycheck? You don't have to, but I want you to get a paycheck. I want to know what you want. And they said, honestly, I don't think I'll be able to, really start now. I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's fill out your contract, and we will submit it on December 31st. It's our business, right? They joined in December because they wanted to, but we really submitted their contract at the last day of the month. They utilized that first 120 days. You see how you're helping them? Okay? So it's not just about getting the contract submitted, it's just whatever's best for them. So, sometimes I'll meet people during the month. I still do it. Meet people during the month, and I'll say, okay, are you going to be able to do parties within the next 2 weeks? Or do you want to wait for your kid to come in? Or do you want to use my stuff? I'll always kickstart a new consultant's business or whatever. You were an exception. I was like, I guess I could have just stayed home. Like, really? But, seriously, I'll do whatever I need to do to help them to benefit their first 90 days. So a lot of times, if it's the last week of the month, I'm just gonna wait until that last day of the month. If I met them, that close to the end of the month, I'm just gonna do that. So it's all about, figuring out what's gonna help. So yeah, December. It's never too late to invite people to join the business, because New Year's resolutions, paying off debt. Let me help you. I actually met someone at a holiday fair, and at that holiday boutique fair thing at a church, I contacted somebody that was there, and she said, I am so glad you called me, because her and her mom are going to have a show in January. But she said, but let me tell you, you did not blow my phone up. And I said, well, no, I'm going to call you, but I may, if I didn't get in touch with you, I'd probably call you next week. She goes, oh, no. This jewelry lady, won't say the company, she said that she has called her every single day, and if she doesn't pick up, she automatically texts, and then she'll call her again. Like, I'm like, well,
I don't have that kind of time.
I have 3 kids, and I'm not going to scare you away. If we're going to talk, or you're going to text me back, I'll just say, when's the best time for me to get back in touch with you? And then if I call you, I'll just say, hey, Stasia, or, whoever it is, I'll say, you told me to give you a call today. I know how busy we can get. Call me back, or I'll try to give you a call on another day. Okay? And then this lady was telling her, well, you should really start the business. It's only like $750. And I was like, and I'm on the phone with her, I was like, how much? And she said, $750. And then she was telling me, well, go ask somebody to loan you the money.
In December.
Yeah, right? And I'm thinking, and she goes, yeah. And she was like, well, it's like kind of holiday season, and I'm not going to just ask someone to loan me $750. And she was saying, well, ask a few people, and just really on her about joining the business and yada, yada, yada. And she said, how much is it to join your business? And I said, oh, you can start for as little as $80. Really? I'm like, yeah, really. And I don't don't know if you guys know this, but there are certain jewelry companies that you have to pay every year to renew some kind of license.
$400. Have a friend that did that.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, sell 150 every 6 months, or you done. That's us. That's Pamper Chef. You can rejoin for $80 next time if you want to rejoin, whatever. But little heads up on that. Yeah. So, you know, making those follow-up phone calls, not.
I use these all the time. This is my favorite
Oh,
thing
is that
that we
the
have.
5 different apron sizes? Yeah. They're really, really good.
I love it, and I go over it, and I point to them because everybody, you know, oh, I can't, you know, I guess they think you're going to sign them up forever to be part of the company. I mean, that's somebody's scary, I guess. So I tell them, you know, there's all kinds of different consultants, whether you want to do it once whenever, or if you want to do it every month. But I love going over the things at the bottom because I've been in direct sales before, and so I know how awesome Pampered Chef is comparative to other companies. So I really like to point out that we don't require, I mean, we can get in really cheap, and a lot of companies have learned that, you know, they can, if they can get you in for $100, that's great. But what's great about Pampered Chef is we not only let you get in for less than $100, but you don't have to spend any more money. And that's a big thing, because even some of the jewelry companies, you can get in for $100, but then if you want to show anything, you got to spend $750 or $800 or $1,500. And with Pampered Chef, that $80 that you spend, that's your stuff. And then they're going to allow you to earn the rest of it. You don't ever have to spend anything else. So that's a big thing. So I spend a lot of time going over the benefits because I want to understand that this is the only company I know of that they can get into and not be out money every single month.
And that's why I tell a lot of new consultants, you know, be wise, make money before you spend money. Get qualified, get your PC dollars. You know, you may want that Decovered Baker. You know, if you have your show, if you have a half price item and you can afford it, then get that. But you don't have to have everything. Get what you can get at a huge discount or get it for free. You know, because there's going to be someone there that has something that sells it to somebody else at your show. That's why, you know, earlier when we were talking, the food chopper, I haven't had my food chopper with me to my show since like February. Manual food processor came out in March. I got that one for free. Hello, why would I bring my food chopper when the manual food processor will do that and then some?
And it's $49 it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, come on now. And then I'm like, see the veggie women, they should have a wedding at my parties. They should be married. So most of the time, whatever you cross-sell is what they're going to be like, oh yeah, you know. So.
And what we show, you'll sell, but you're right. If their friend has something that you don't even show, they're going to buy because their friend's in love with whatever it was.
I'm not going to talk about anything at my shows that's under $20. The cheapest thing I talk about, my can opener. Okay, so can opener what is $20? That's the cheapest thing I'm going to talk about. Mix and chop, please. I'm not going to talk about that. Everyone else has it already. I swear I can't even tell you how many mix and chops I have sold this month because people are giving them as stocking stuffers. And they're not buying just one. They're buying, multiples. So it is what it is. You know, they're going to have the ice cream dipper. Okay?
I think we might need to make a stocking stuffer list. $20 and under.
I have a email me and say, hey, send me that list.
Okay.
And I have a list. It may need to be updated in case there's any price changes.
Okay.
But yeah, last year I actually printed it off. And I actually put them $5 and oh my dogs are snoring. I know. There's on my list there's $5 and under, $10 and under, and I think there's 15. I think it goes by $5 increments. So
well, even if you're buying something for somebody in the family or whatever, you know, some people will put it at $25 or below. So
there you go. There you go. So there's still a good amount. 70% of items are still under $20. You know, $25. I mean, it's the big things.
If you want the big thing, host a show.
I'm trying, girl.
And I told that girl the other day, hey, you don't have time for a show? Just pick up the orders. Everybody's got to buy for Christmas.
Exactly. Or take some baked goods, you know, wrap them up in cellophane, put a bow on them, put your business card on them, and drop them off at your doctor's office, your dentist's office, indulgence, wherever you may work, right?
I was just thinking, you could do little bites a little bit smaller with the little bitty candy. for kids. Cause you know, that's a big old candy
Yeah,
cane.
it is.
But I was thinking, ooh, you know, if you made them for little kids, you could get those little bitty candy canes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And be cheaper than normal, right?
Well, you'd have more
Because you
of
can
them.
take the small scoop.
Yeah.
Take the small scoop.
That's what I was thinking, you know, just a
Yeah.
little bite. Because they're not going to, you know, kids aren't going to eat hardly anything anyway. You could do a little one and then a little candy cane.
That'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So, I don't know, you know, off and on we talk about pampering businesses. 'Tis the season to not give fruitcake.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, give some candy cane lollipops. They weren't very hard. Although I did mess up my this coating yesterday. So I went to the store after my services this morning, got new coating, and you saw me do them. Okay, just coat them. So that's the holiday.
I should have mine this week.
Okay, so do that, and it's cheap because all it is brownie mix, and it's maybe $2.50 to $3 for the candy coating, and then it was 99 cents a box for 12 of the candy canes. So, and it makes like 24. And you do the little ones, you're gonna like spread that money a lot further, and then you can drop it off at your dentist, your doctor, your kid's pediatrician. I don't know, whatever. Just think outside the box. And then I would definitely wrap it in cellophane, put a bow on it. If you already have business cards, hole punch it. When you tie it, you know, boom, do that. Business card is on it. I did it for my doctor's office one year. And then put like an order form and leave a catalog. That was on pamperchef.com.